So now with a typical bed liner application, you've got to score the material underneath, but I think our machine is scored enough that we probably don't have to do that. We're gonna rebuild this loader today, and we're gonna do it for next to nothing. And I know a lot of you guys are gonna have a hissy fit, and I really don't care. 3-4 years ago, we painted this thing for around $150, and all I read was comment after comment, oh, it's never gonna work. It's gonna look like crap. Well, every single one of those comments was pretty much wrong, because this stuff lasted a lot longer than even I thought it was gonna last. I was hoping maybe 2 years. Well, 3-4 years later, it still actually looks not great, but for $150-200, something we could do ourselves, I'll take that any day of the week. But then a couple years ago, we rhino-lined a skid loader, and that is doing amazing, but it's like so expensive, $4,000 to $5,000 to rhino-line a piece of heavy equipment. So today, we're gonna use a knockoff generic truck bed liner that we get from the local store. We're gonna do it for around $300, and we're gonna show you everything that we do. I'm expecting a few of you are gonna be jumping up and down telling us everything we do wrong, but I guess that kind of makes it fun. So what are we waiting for? Let's get into today's video. Frankie is the man with the plan. Let's see what his plan involves. Oh, he's got... Let's go to Frankie's house. This isn't really Frankie's house. I know some of you guys may actually think it is, but... So what's the plan, Frankie?
I'll mix up some weld and fill them cracks.
Oh, on the fenders?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna, so what's the black stuff? Is that primer?
That's that rust, it makes the rust turn into paintable material it's supposed to. So I just dabbed up all the rust spots.
Okay. You got enough to do this whole backhoe?
Of what?
Because it's rusty.
Oh, that was great?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go get it, I can.
Yeah, because the top's gonna need it pretty hardcore. So you're gonna JB weld these fenders up, Frankie? That'll keep it from splitting the rest of the way down. Are both fenders like that?
Yep.
That's got a brand new
The other
tire.
one's got pretty good crack in it.
The other side does?
Yeah, the other side's fine.
Oh yeah. These plastic fenders, they just don't do good in the cold, and I don't know, it's not like we ever hit anything with them, because what are you gonna hit right there? Have you used this JB weld on plastic before?
Yep.
How's she work?
I think it works pretty good.
Does it harden up pretty good?
Well, today be a little cooler, it ain't gonna want to, but...
No, I mean, under good conditions, she get...
Oh yeah, she'll probably, it won't bust in the same spot.
Because, you know, some of those things will say that their adhesive is stronger than the original material.
Right. It'll bust beside it, like a weld.
Okay. Okay, so this stuff you don't need a ton of it?
No.
Are you going to paint these fenders?
I'm rather not paint them, but I'm going to put an undercoating on them. Or
Undercoating? Bed liner over the top of them? So that'll be covered up. So, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Right.
So then you clamp it. With your
Get it
fancy
set up.
bungee clamp.
Yeah. It works. And whatever left I can use for a filler. Just tack back here one spot. I don't know if I'm gonna have to mix up some more, but
God, look at that. Oh, that one's not cracked all the way through.
no, I just
The other side is.
yeah.
Okay.
Fill this crack.
All right, so fill some cracks and then it's on to the bed lining part of it.
Yeah, then I'll coat it.
Lately, everything's trembling. All my shelters are opening.
Okay, so what are you doing, Frankie?
Kind of wiping down all the grease with the paint thinner. And
So now, with a typical bed liner application, you've got to score the material underneath, but I think our machine is scored enough that we probably don't have to do that.
no, I don't think so.
But with grease and oil on it, it won't stick. So what's with the silver tape up there, Frankie?
Fix your holes.
Okay, so you're going to coat over the top of that?
Yeah.
You'll have to scuff that because the bed liner probably won't stick to it.
All right. Yeah, I can scuff it with the. I got the wire wheel here.
Yep, just has to be just enough that it'll stick.
I figure having some type of a patch is better than no patch.
Right, and you know it's not like this is going to be sold as a brand new machine. We're just trying to slap a little lipstick on a pig here. Although this has been a really good machine. For the most part, this machine has been a lot less problematic than I would have ever given it credit for. For as old as it is and as many hours as we put on it, she's held up pretty good. But you know what? I know a guy that's got a loader, Frankie, that's got,
Yeah.
I think he says it's got, so this one's got 5,000 hours on it.
Yeah.
He's got a loader that he claims has got like over 100,000 hours.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of nuts. I've never heard of that before in my life. I'll actually find out some information and include that in on this and it looks like brand new. The guy just, takes
Okay.
super good care of all of his stuff. So this is the stuff. It's the cheap bed liner. And we bought that. What's that store we always go to, Frankie? Not Home Depot or Menards, but what's that?
Freight?
Not Harbor Freight, that other one we go to, Northern Tool. So I got all this stuff at Northern Tool, and we're going to experiment with two different kinds. The professional grade, which is a two-part rubberized epoxy, part A, and then part B, and then also, what is this stuff? Why is
This is
that?
already pre-mixed.
And that's the pre-mixed stuff.
All you
So,
gotta do is stir it up and use it.
so we're going to find out how they work. We're going to compare them side by each. As far as paints go, I think it's a pretty good idea, as long as you're going black, to use that stuff versus regular paint because it's just so much tougher.
Right. If you don't care if you don't have a smooth finish, you won't have a
Right.
smooth finish.
But on construction equipment,
Right.
Who
Who cares?
It makes sense.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go get I should be able to use that as I don't think I need a rolling pan. I should be able to dip this.
Well, it's up to you. We got a bunch of them. Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna wash this side down one more time because the other side dried up really nice with that paint thinner. Then I can do the front end too.
Okay.
That way. The other side dried up really
So you're washing it. You could wash it with brake cleaner. You could wash it. You're using
good.
paint.
Yeah, this is because I found it down here.
Yeah, because we have it. Paint thinner. What's that other stuff that
Mineral spirits.
mineral spirits?
Acetone.
Acetone. Yeah, that works really well too.
Acetone actually works better, I think.
Why is that?
Because it dries faster. This leaves kind of like an oily base. Or an
Well,
oily,
what about brake cleaner? Brake cleaner like dries
I
instantly.
don't have none here.
Oh, but I mean, would you say, like, if you could pick one, what would you pick, Frankie? Would
Well, I'll brake clean it, but that's going to be the costly one. If we get it out of a can, probably mineral spirits.
okay. I mean, you'd use that. I would think you'd want to use acetone before mineral spirits, wouldn't you? Or are they pretty much the same thing?
Yeah, but then you're looking at price. Acetone is a little bit more expensive.
Oh, okay. All right. Makes sense. Frankie knows this stuff.
Sorry for the
You shook the can. Look at the deal came off. And I'm in forward, ain't like I...
Uh-oh. Now you got to go fishing.
I'm going to put the cover back on and shake it up a few times first.
All right, so we lost our stir stick. What did you make, Frankie?
Just made something I can...
That's a
bent down.
paint handle, right?
Yeah, well, it's one of these.
Oh, yeah.
Bent it around.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
If I could go deeper, I'd be okay.
That seems to work, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to tighten it up so I don't lose this one in there. The silver might take 3 coats, but good deal.
So this is bedliner, and we are just going over some of the worst parts of an experiment. We're also experimenting with cheap bedliner to see how well it does instead of paint, and we'll find out. Let you know. We've got this stuff. We bought the 2-part, and we bought it all from Northern
Tool.
Tool. So if it holds up good, we'll use more of it. If it doesn't, we'll tell you, and then you guys don't have to do what we did. We used bedliner on our skid loader and it actually worked pretty good, except it was so expensive. We are going right over the tape.
I did scuff it up.
You scuffed the tape up?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's not any tape, that's furnace tape.
Yeah.
So that'll
And I put like 3 layers on, so it made it a little bit stiffer, you know.
So anybody that's wondering what the silver stuff was, that was actually furnace tape.
I think it'll work. I think
And it's
gonna
blending
work.
in actually pretty good. Kind of weird. How many coats do you think this is going to take, Frankie?
Yeah, they say 2. I'll probably maybe put 3 on this hood just because it is so rough.
Yeah.
So I gotta wait 2 hours in between each coat.
Okay.
So. Alright.
Yeah, she's going to need more than one, that's for sure. But the tape is disappearing pretty fast.
Yeah, in fact, if I would, I could actually even go like this on the tape. I could give it tape one good thick coat across.
Right on the seam there, you mean? Yep. That's what I figured, you know. You'll probably have to come from this side too and get her.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was holes in that hood before.
Like I said, I'd rather look at that than the holes. I mean,
I'm surprised at how well that's coming out, Frankie. Huh. For bedliner and holes. All right, and here's a question for you guys. Should I attempt to do a completely silent time lapse of one of our projects? I don't know, whatever it is I'm doing. Just no music, no talking, nothing. Comment down below, say yes, silent time lapse, or no silent time lapse. I just want to hear from you guys. But for now, let's experiment. Enjoy the silence.
A roller.
What were you saying?
The hard to get places,
Yeah?
I used a spray can of this stuff.
I thought we didn't have a spray can of
I
this.
had one can. Yeah.
Oh, like some of the places you can't get
You
the
can't get to either.
You're rolling the whole thing, but like there's spots here
Yeah,
you
like
can't
up
get
here,
to, right?
I can't get to, and there, and around these hoses that we did. Because you just ain't gonna be able to get to them,
Right, you can't get underneath.
Right. So I just.
So you're gonna probably need a couple cans of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a couple more cans and finish
Okay.
it up. But yeah, otherwise it's coming.
It actually looks good for.
It goes on thick.
It actually looks good for being a roller.
Oh
Who
yeah.
would have thought we were gonna use a roller brush?
Right.
It actually looks really good. I think.
See, I did my tailgate too.
Oh, you did the tailgate of your truck?
Yeah. Because when I jump in there, it's so slippery. But I just put the second coat on this one. That's with the roller. I'm gonna put about 4 coats on it, and
Dang, that actually works really good.
yep.
I don't care what anybody says. That looks sharp. That backhoe.
Once it gets completed.
Yeah, it's gonna be sharp looking. I'm gonna raise the price. Whoever wants to buy it has to pay me more now.
I thought I should do the inside.
All right, you guys, I know a lot of you are probably pretty curious how some of those questionable spots turned out. Let's take a closer look at this hood. So this is the tape that he put on. It's been a few months now, and it's actually holding up pretty well. That's how she looks up close with they're all done. This is that fender that he JB welded the plastic part right there. Yeah, you can still see a little bit of a line, but for the most part, man, this thing actually, this truck bed liner versus paint holds up so much better. And I know because, well, I truck bed lined my skid loader, but that was like $5 grand. We did this entire machine for under 300 bucks using that knockoff stuff from the store that we got it from. So you guys tell me in the comments down below what you think. Hope this video's helped you out, and do me a favor and check out these other 2 videos that I'm going to put right down here. God bless. Go get them, you guys.